the most common questions we get is, how do you guys compare to XYZ competitor? Now, normally I like to just stand on our own merits, but this question has come up enough and people have asked for a comparison long enough where I finally decided that I'm just going to go ahead and do the comparison between the systems. Now, the first thing I'm going to do is just compare the basic programs, because the basic programs are really for the people that are just starting out. Maybe they're just launching their business. They have a concept, they don't have any customers, maybe a small list, whatever the case might be. But what we found is that there's really this chicken and egg syndrome where we've got customers that need a high-end system like CloudNet 360. They need the autoresponders, they need the CRM system, they need the high-end e-commerce, but they can't afford it. They just are starting off, so they need to conserve their money a little bit. So what we did is create the package called Superstarter. And with the Superstarter, we're giving the people everything they need to run in a true high-end fashion. You get the upsells, you get the autoresponders, you're getting the CRM, you're getting the e-commerce. We're giving you 2 free hours of system support and professional services. You're getting one-on-one system automation. You're getting the CRM sales paths actually built for you, an autoresponder list import done for you if you have it, and products that will actually build so you can get into business and start selling. Now, once you start selling, after you get 500 customers, we're going to want you to move to the Elite system or the Platinum system. But at that point, your customers are paying your monthly investment. You're not paying it. So this is a great program for anyone who's just starting out and needs to have the high-end performance, that wants to compete with the big guys, but doesn't have the budget yet because they just don't have your product out. You're not making sales yet. And we have a little video here. You can just click on this and you'll see the same thing that I just basically said. It's not a secret. We've had this out for quite a while.
It's not uncommon for...
And what we have are people that have copied us, frankly. When you come back to Ontraport, when you go back to when we came up with the Superstarter, they didn't have a basic program. They had the $297 program and the $597 program. But that's the great thing about competition, because we put the heat on with our $79 Superstarter and they were forced to respond. But what they did was they responded in such a way that is actually kind of deceptive. Because when you look at it, you get $79, same price, 1 user. Well, that's 2 less than what we offer, but fair enough. A lot of people are just starting off. They don't need more than 1. But here's where things start to fall apart. First of all, you don't get any help. You don't get the 2 hours free setup help. And that's when you need it. At the front end, you need the help to go through the system to not only understand the technical side, but to understand the strategic side of the system and why you do things in a certain way. You can come in and add up to 1,000 contacts. You can send emails, but naturally you only have a maximum of 1,000 contacts, so that limits what you can send automatically. You can get their landing pages, but you can get those for free anyhow, so you're really not gaining anything there. You can go ahead and send postcards, you can send emails, you can get customers interested in your product, but when you actually want to sell them something, you're not able to do it. But oh, never fear, because they have a solution. All you have to do is upgrade to the $147 a month plan, and now you can accept payments. Now you can actually be in business for real. So without even going into much more into this feature set, it really makes 0 sense to get something like their basic program, because the only way this allows you to do an online business is to have another shopping cart. And if you're going to get another shopping cart, you have to pay that bill. So you're no longer paying $79 a month, you're paying $79 a month plus what you have to pay for the other system. Then you have to connect them, then you have to keep the API maintenance going, and every time the browsers change something, you have to go through and hope that the API connections aren't broken, aren't modified, aren't distorted, aren't doing something. When you come back into CloudNet 360, you don't do any of those things because we do it all for you. Every time there's a browser update, we are responsible for going through and making sure it's still compatible with Chrome and with Firefox and with Safari and even IE. That's our responsibility. With our system, the bottom line is you are in business. You are able to conduct business. You are able to follow up with your customers. You're able to upsell them. You're able to follow up with them and sell them more product or the first product. It's a real system. It's really a full-blown system that is outrageously underpriced because you are getting so much. Now, here's the catch. And I'm being upfront with this. The catch is you can only have 500 customers, like I said. At that point, you need to take off the training wheels, and then you need to move up into one of our full-priced packages. But even our full-priced packages are still a screaming deal when you compare them to the Ontraport packages. And I'm going to demonstrate this to you as I do the full comparison in a feature-by-feature basis. But right from the get-go, if you're starting off with a new business, there's really only one solution. You can either pay our $79 investment and be in business with a real system, or you can come back to Ontraport and you can send out postcards, you can send out emails, you can not actually sell anything. So the choice is obvious. There really isn't even a comparison at the $79 level because they don't have a true $79 level. They have a $149 or $147 level, but they don't have a $79 level. If you want to get in business in the best possible way, if you want to have the strongest, most powerful system for the lowest cost, then grab a copy of CloudNet 360. And oh yeah, did I mention that with Ontraport you start paying on day one? With CloudNet 360, you actually get a 30-day trial even with your Super Starter package. You really aren't going to get a better value than this. It just doesn't exist. Go ahead, grab your copy today and get in business tomorrow. This is Gary with CloudNet 360, helping you sell more, faster.